Welcome back to my little English page. Today is our weekly live listening practice. Are you ready? So as you know, we are going to use a fable. A native speaker has recorded it for me, and we're going to use that to do a little bit of listening comprehension and also to do a little bit... Sorry, the volume on the video is on. And we're also going to have a look at some vocabulary. So I see we already have quite a few of you in the comment section. Good morning! How is your Saturday morning going? How are you guys? Oh, I see a few new faces. Juan David, nice to meet you. How are you? Loli, Khalid, Sergi. Who else do we have? English Vibes. Nina, hello, Yashar. Awesome! How are you guys? Are you excited about today's practice? Yes, you are. You're super excited. I know. Alright, so I think I'm seeing the comments in real time because I'm using both the software and the video on the side, so hopefully we don't have that delay anymore. So that should be cool. Hey Sheriff! Awesome guys! So as you know, today is our weekly listening practice. Of course, we're going to start with a bit of actual listening practice. You'll listen to the recording and there will be a fill in the gap exercise based on that recording. We're going to have a look at a little bit of vocabulary, of course, the vocabulary from the fable itself, and a little bit of comprehension while we talk about the moral of the story. All right, yes. Hi guys, yeah, it's actually the third fable. The first one was on a regular live. It has a purple thumbnail from last week if you want to have a look. Hi Ismail, nice to meet you. So this is actually the third one. Now, I've told you this week on Thursday during the live that the next recording is going to be with a Scottish accent. Ooh, so that's going to be really, really challenging, but it's good to be aware of all of the accents out there, and I do believe that Scottish is probably one of the most challenging accents to understand, so it's going to be really good practice. But today we have an easy speaker. Aaron, my boyfriend, is the one who recorded, and he's from Cambridge. He has a fairly mild accent, so hopefully you'll be able to understand that one pretty well. Now, I just want to let you know that this week we have had two wonderful sponsors. We've had Sergi and Danielle. Thank you so much for buying me a little coffee this week. If you guys want to get a little shout out as well, just like Sergi and Danielle, you can support my little English page by buying me just a little coffee at www.coffee.com. This is whatever donation you give me is going to go towards improving my materials, either getting better lights, better microphones, or just allowing me to create more content. So I am very, very, very thankful to Sergi and Danielle. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. So guys, shall we get started with today's fable? Yeah, we're ready. All right, so let me see the comment section. All right, awesome. Let's go, guys. So, I don't know if you noticed from the thumbnail, I tried to put little animals on the thumbnail to give you an idea of what the fable is going to be about. So this week we're having a look at the ant and the grasshopper. So as you can see, we have both animals right here. So the first one, the ant, this is a word that I often struggle to pronounce because I always say aunt, and that's not the same. Your aunt is a member of your family. The ant is the little... Is it an insect or an animal? I think it's an insect. And then we have right here a grasshopper. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I think 2 weeks ago there was a massive grasshopper in my house. Funny story, I had to deal with the grasshopper because Aaron took the dog and left to go to another room because he was frightened. So I had to, get the guns out and just deal with it. I didn't shoot it. That's just an expression, the guns. All right, so now that we're familiar with what an ant is and what a grasshopper is, we're going to listen and fill in the blanks. So guys, if you don't like to write in the comment section because you're not quick enough, or you just prefer to write, make sure that you grab a pen and a paper. Right now is the moment to do it so that you can write the answers. I'll just drink a bit of coffee while you do that, okay? So Sergi, you say you can't really distinguish ant and aunt. Look at how my mouth moves. Ant, it's more open. An ant, aunt. That's the family member. Aunt, ant, aunt. But it is a very, very small difference. It can be challenging. You have the same, Halid? Oh no, you're asking why it happened. Because I'm leaving the windows open a lot at the moment to try not to use the AC. And that little fella just jumped in my house. That's why. Thank you, English Vibes. I really appreciate you follow my Instagram and you find it helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Okay, so are you ready? Do you have... Yes, Yashar, it is a cold coffee. It's just coffee with ice because it's too hot for hot coffee. Yeah, I've gone back on coffee. I stopped for about a month and I just had to have coffee again. You know, a teacher has coffee in their blood. It's not blood, it's coffee. Alright, so Chef just said 1 moment, okay. Oh, you don't really have a lot of those in Egypt, Halid. Okay. Well, to be honest, it is the first time I saw one in Spain. It's the very first time. But, they're everywhere, I guess. Okay. Ready, guys? We're going to listen in just a minute. Ready? And yes, Sergi, I do have the air conditioning, but I try not to use it as much as possible because I find that electricity is quite expensive in Spain. So, you know, I wait until the last moment if possible. Okay, guys, let's go. Are you ready? I'm going to play it once, full speed. Then I'll play it again. I'll cut it in different sentences to help you out, okay? Ready? Let's go. Ah, Yashar is not ready yet. Ah! Hurry, hurry, hurry! So Halid, you have them in grass areas, okay? Oh yeah, coffee with a little piece of cake. That would be really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, now is the time. Ready, guys? Let's go.
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing your comments, guys. The sound stopped. There was a little problem because I had another video playing in the background. That's why, okay? So hopefully it's better now. Did you hear everything? Just let me know in the comment section. One day there will be no technical difficulties. It will happen one day. Just today's not the day. Okay, so just let me know if you heard it correctly. If you had any problems, I will play it again. Don't worry. I will play it several times, as many times as we need. How did you find Aaron? How did you understand him? Did you understand him very well or not? How was that? Ooh, so Sergi's already giving answers. You're on fire, Sergi. Okay, but I'm not going to say whether they're right or not yet, okay? Right or wrong. We're going to wait to give everybody a chance, but feel free to write your answers right now, guys. Hey, Lila. Nice to see you. All right, so, guys, so I think the comments are still delayed. Just let me know if you heard it correctly when I kind of played it again, because I think I fixed the problem. Yeah, Sheriff, I will play it again, no problem. Red brandy cherries, you didn't catch them all. Okay. Oh, you think it's harder? Okay. Interesting. All right. Because to me, but maybe that's because I'm used to his accent, but to me, he's actually easier to understand than the two previous speakers. But, you know, again, I am used to his accent, so I know how he speaks. And it's interesting to see that for you, it's a little bit more challenging. Interesting. Okay. All right, so I see a lot of answers coming in. That's great. 5 Winter's Day. Not 5, but you're close. Foolish, yeah, okay. All right, guys, let's play it one more time.
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
All right, so I'm seeing that Sharif is asking for me to increase the volume. I can't right now because that's how the little video was, you know, made. But I will do that for next time. Make sure the volume is much higher. Because yeah, Aaron has a fairly quiet voice, so I can see how it might be a little bit more difficult. But thank you for the feedback, Sharif. I will do that for the next one. Okay. So guys, before I play it one more time, now is your chance to give the video a lot of love and affection by making those thumbs rain. Let them rain. Okay, awesome. So, any more answers? Was that a little bit better or not? Hi Shiloh, nice to meet you. Okay, so Sheriff, you have a few. So remember guys, it is not 5 Winter's Day. It's a similar word, but it is not 5, okay? All right. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you have 5. You heard 5. Think of a word that's similar to 5, okay? So I'm going to play it one more time, but this time I'm going to stop in between, okay? Hi Hugo, nice to see you. Okay guys, so this time I am going to stop the recording roughly every sentence. That should give you more time to write down your answers. So, let's go!
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
Okay, I am seeing a lot of good answers in the comment section, so that is fantastic. All right, so we have begged for, fine winter. So I think the first one who got that one completely right, I think that was English Vibes, because a lot of you changed to fine, but it's fine winter's day with the apostrophe of the possessive. So a lot of good answers, guys. Good job. Treasure up. Good. Enough. Derision. Foolish. To bed. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do it one more time by separating all of the sentences, and then I'll play the answer. Okay? Let's go!
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
Sorry, I stopped it a bit funkily this time. But I am seeing some good answers again. Now, Red, be careful. Too bad is not too bad. But again, it sounds very similar. It's quite different, okay? So Khalid is asking, is that the Scottish accent? Not at all. This is Aaron's accent. My boyfriend, he is from Cambridge. And it's kind of a fairly normal-ish accent, if you can say that there's a normal accent. That's more of a generic British accent. It's not the BBC accent, but it's a fairly, mild accent. But I can hear that he is linking some words a little bit. He's blending words a little bit, and he's not pushing articulation that much. So maybe that's why you're struggling a little bit more to understand. Okay, so let me just check the comment section a little bit more. Hello, Mohammed. Beg, that's good. Okay, Lila, my Instagram, like anything I do, is my little English page. So just check it out on Facebook, on YouTube as well. And on Instagram, it's exactly the same. Okay, so Sheriff, don't worry, we're going to have a look at the vocabulary in just a minute, but we are going to listen to the answers now. So get ready and let me know how many you got right. Let's go.
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
Alright, so we're back. Okay, so let me know if you need me to play it one more time. I tried to stop it to give you some time, but if you need me, I will do it again, okay? Yeah, he has a fairly relaxed pronunciation, absolutely. Thank you, Hugo, for giving some vocabulary. And then Sergi, you are the best. You're always putting the right links in the comment section. Thank you so much. So, Lila, Sergi wrote in this here. Well, for me, the comment section's there. But Sergi wrote the link to my Instagram in the comment section, so you can just click, okay? Alright, so Sheriff got 5. Good. That's good. Okay. And those gaps were a little bit more difficult. We had up to 4 words in each gap. So that is challenging. Hugo, 6. Well done. Well done, guys. Okay, what else did you get? And remember, let me know if you need me to play it one more time. There's no problem at all. I will do it. Okay, so yeah, out of 7. You're welcome, Laila. Okay. So do you feel that it's getting easier or more difficult? Maybe you find the speakers, well, you said earlier you found Aaron fairly challenging to understand. But just let me know. Do you feel like it's getting easier, more difficult? Just let me know. Just let me know. All right, Nina got 2. All right, Kader, well, at least you got 1. That's a good start, okay? Halid, 6. Good job. Good job, guys. All right, so you know what? Just in case, I'm going to play it one more time without stopping. So if you have already corrected it, just focus on listening. Don't even look at the screen. Just listen and try to follow the story along without reading, okay? So this is going to help you focus more on what you actually understand, not what you're reading, okay? So let's do that, guys. Remember, if you have already corrected everything, close your eyes, just listen.
The ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter."
All right, so I'm seeing some of you are saying it's a little bit easier. A lot of you are also saying it's a bit challenging. Okay, basically, guys, if you're getting everything right, it means that it's too easy for you and you need something more challenging, okay? It's better to find it more difficult than too easy. If it's too easy, you're just going to remain at the same level. So you need to make sure it's challenging. I see, for example, for Hugo, he got 6 out of 7. That's borderline too easy for you. But it's still good to listen and practice. In those cases, when you do find it too easy because you're getting all of the answers, guys, when I play the recordings, just do what I do. What I said earlier. Don't focus on filling the gaps. Just focus on actually listening to what you're hearing. Okay? All right. Mohammed is saying that's a good ant. Maybe. It's a bit, I don't know. This fable, actually, guys, is probably one of the most famous fables in French. La cigale et la fourmi by La Fontaine. All the kids in school study it, and we all study the moral of the story. I think it's a way to kind of encourage children to plan ahead and think about consequences of what you do. Okay, so let's move on to the vocabulary now. Yeah, red. That's a red ant. Ant. Told you, I always confuse ant and aunt. And yeah, red ants are the one that sting. Not nice. All right. Let's move on to the vocabulary. So the first word that I have chosen is to perish. To perish. Okay, so Yashar is saying we know this story very well in our country as well. Yeah, I think it's a fairly universal story, isn't it? Yeah. So, let's see. Perish. Perish. So, what... Oh, I need to read you the sentence where we find it. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. So, let me see... to read it. Just give me a second. I forgot to open the document. So, let's do that right now. Okay. While I open that up, guys, you can feel free. Feel free to already write, if you know the definition of perish, to write it in the comment section. So, the ant and the grasshopper, where is it? Okay, it's here. So let me read you that sentence. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. Good? All right. So, let me get back on the comment section. So in French pronunciation, it's like music. Yeah, it's a very, very different way of pronouncing words and sounds, I know. You think fables are funny because it comes from French? Maybe. So English Vibes is saying die. Sheriff is saying struggle. Is there a difference between a cigale and a sauterelle in English? Or do we say grasshopper for both? So I know that in British or American English, it doesn't matter. A cigale is basically a cicada or cicada, depending on the accent. So I believe the sauterelle is the grasshopper and the cigale is the cicada or cicada. Okay? So English Vibes is also saying perish of famine is like to die of hunger. Die of hunger by Mohammed. Sheriff is saying starving. Very good, guys. You've got it. Perfect. So to perish in general is to die. To perish of famine, or was it from famine? I can't remember what it was in there. It was... where is it? Where is it? I've lost it. Yes, it was... No, I still haven't found it. What have I done with it? Where is the grass and yeah, okay. Perishing with famine, sorry. Good. Starving, hunger, or die if you don't eat for a long time. So Yashar, is this story originally from French? I'm not sure if this is a translation from French, but we have exactly the same story in French. So if it's not from, La Fontaine, it's definitely very inspired by it. Okay? Good. All right, fantastic. Let's move on to our next word. Obviously, famine, you guys already know. When we put those two together, to perish with famine, that means that you die of hunger. So famine in general is extreme scarcity of food, when there is no food at all. A famine. Okay. Sheriff, is this a British verb? No, it's just an English verb in general, but it's a little bit more formal than die. So maybe that's why you're not familiar with it, probably. So English Vibes is saying it's one of the most famous fables in Georgia too. Yep. Famine is starvation. Yeah, good. Hunger as well. Okay, well done, guys. Perfect. Good job. So let's move on to the next one already, because we know those two. Earnestly. So earnestly. Here the word ends in "ly", so that indicates that it is an adverb. Now try to give me a synonym of earnestly. Earnestly. I'm going to read that sentence again for you guys. I have so many things on my board that it's difficult to find things. So just give me a second. Okay. So, the sentence was, a grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. Earnestly begged for a little food. Earnestly begged for a little food. Okay. So, okay, some of you are still commenting on the previous one. Want to die because of starvation. It's not that you want to die. It's just he's perishing with famine. It's just he is going to die because there's no food. Starvation, famine. Like, seriously? Not exactly, but you're not completely far off. Okay, so Sergio, you have a good example here. 20 million people in Ukraine perished because the communists caused famine. Okay, good. Yeah, I agree with you, Sheriff. That is very, very sad to hear about that. slightly unrelated, but because you're talking about the communists, I'm actually watching the TV show Chernobyl, and it's such an interesting show, really, guys. If you have the opportunity, watch it. It's first very interesting because we don't know all the details, I think, of the story, and the way it's done, it just makes you want to watch more and learn more. So if you have the chance, watch Chernobyl. I think it's on HBO. Okay, so Sheriff is Red Brandy is saying genuinely, yeah, okay. Sheriff desperately begged, yeah, okay. In a serious way, not involving humor. Not at all, Yashar. It's the opposite. The opposite. He's desperate. Yeah, in a pitiful way, yeah, okay. Bleeding, no. Does it come from the verb to earn? That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. Very good question. Maybe. There's earnest, but earn, it might come from it. Not sure. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to say something wrong, but that's a good question. So Yashar is saying it's a wonderful TV series, yes. Earnestly, Lolly is saying it's sincerely. Yes, good guys. So I said basically it is sincerely, honestly. So he was honestly begging for food. He was really begging for food because he was going to die without it. Good job. Well done. All right, my next word, and this is a word we've seen before. I think it was in our first fable. Inquire. Inquire. What does it mean? Let me read the sentence for you guys. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" What do you think, guys? Yes, Yashar. Was it just 5 or 6 episodes? It was fairly short. Yeah, but it was a really interesting TV show. I agree. Okay, so you're saying to ask. Yes, Yashar, to ask for something in a formal way. Require, yeah, similar. Inquire is a question, to ask, to question him. Good job, fantastic, guys. So you remembered that from the previous lesson. Good. To ask. Then the next one, to treasure up. Now, you'll realize that treasure up, I was actually trying to find an actual definition of treasure up, but those two words together are not that easy to find. So really, it's more of a figure of speech. It's a way of making it look good, I guess. You have to kind of interpret treasure up in the sentence to be able to understand it here. So let me read the sentence for you guys. The same as earlier. Why did you not treasure up food during the summer? Why did you not treasure up food during the summer? So what do you think it means in this context? What does treasure mean in general and treasure up? So Halid, you didn't know any of these 3 words. Well, good. You're learning them. Very good. Okay, so some of you are saying it's like collect, to save, to store. Very good. So in this context, that is definitely what it means, okay? To gather, to keep safe. In general, when you treasure something, it means you either really, really like it or you take great care of it. But by adding that little up, it's giving the idea of kind of gathering, collecting, making like a pile, like a treasure, a pile, okay? So good. I think this one, it was fairly easy to understand from context, but I just wanted to make sure we had a look at it just in case, okay? So yeah, collect, crop. Yeah, in this context, we are talking about crops. Absolutely. Very good, guys. Collect, keep, save. Treasure means to take care of something valuable. Absolutely. So in this case, yes, it's a phrasal verb. But like I said, it's not a phrasal verb you will find very often. I actually Googled treasure up and there were no real results for it. So that's why it's kind of up to your interpretation a little bit in this case. Okay? Wonderful! Well, the difference, so just to treasure something, okay, let's say, I love this fan, it's a special fan for me, so I treasure it. I take care of it, I make sure it's not damaged, I protect it. Treasure up in this context means, yes, all that food is precious, so you need to make sure you gather as much as possible, that you collect it, okay? So I think that would be the difference here, that little up, that's the difference that it adds to the verb. Okay, guys? Good. All right, before we move on to the next word, it's your turn to give the video a lot of love. It's the raining thumbs up. Come on, give it some love. Give the video some thumbs up. Okay, good. Have you done it now? Yeah, you've done it. I know you've done it. Okay. Our next word is the word that you were asking about earlier, Sharif. It is derision. Derision. So I think, Hugo, you gave the answer. I can't remember which word exactly you used. I think you used irony. Yeah, and it's pretty similar, okay? When we add up to the verb, it has meaning like fully. Yeah, often it does that when you add up to a verb, absolutely. All right, is it a present, Maureen? What do you mean it's a present? No, it's not a present in this case, not at all. No. It's raining hearts and love, yay! Awesome. Are you going to give a thumb down, Khalid? No. Okay, so tack. Let's have a look. So derision, yeah. Irony, make fun of. Good. I know you're kidding, Khalid. Don't worry. Mockery, disdain. Good. Just be careful, Nina. It's to make fun, not make funny. That's different, okay? To make fun of someone. So yeah, the words that I used are mockery and ridicule, okay? They ask in derision. Let me read that sentence again. Well, they say in derision. They then said in derision. So they were kind of laughing at him, like, you've been an idiot, huh? So they're making fun of the grasshopper. They are mocking the grasshopper. They are making fun of the grasshopper, okay? They're not being very serious with the grasshopper. Haha, so Hugo's using a funny expression. The aunt is taking the piss out of the grasshopper. Yeah, to take the piss out of someone or just take the piss means to make fun of someone. Or sometimes it just means that you're kind of pushing the limits a little bit too hard. Or too much, sorry. Very good, fantastic. Let's move on to our next word. It is foolish. I think you know this word. You all found it when you were listening. So usually we recognize, well, we can hear words that we know usually. So I feel that you guys know foolish. So what is it if someone is foolish? Let me read the sentence again. Just a little bit of coffee first. Okay. If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter. Okay, if you were foolish enough to sing all the summer. Foolish enough to sing all the summer. Okay, so yes. Good. Foolish is stupid action, naive, dumb. Good. Very good synonyms, guys. He seems to be stupid, good. Okay. Now, I do feel like foolish is not as strong as stupid. If you tell someone they're stupid, I think it's a little bit more mean than if you're saying that they're foolish. So yeah, just a little thing for you to know, guys. Dumb or not at all there. Silly, ridiculous. The ant makes fun of the grasshopper. Stupid, mean, careless, silly, good. Very good, guys. So yeah, I used the synonym stupid. It is the most common one, I think. So very good. And I think we have one more word. Okay, this one you have to guess. It's composed of a word and then there's a suffix after. The suffix is a little piece of a word that you attach, okay? It's a group of letters that add meaning to the word. So in this case, our suffix is less. Less. So what is less? Less is less. For example, let's think of another example. Hopeless. If someone is hopeless, they have no hope. If someone is helpless, they have no help. If someone is homeless, they have no home. So from that, exactly, very good English vibes. Without dinner. Supper is another word for dinner. Good. So yeah, if he goes supperless, he goes hungry, Sheriff. Exactly, very good. Without anything to eat. Exactly, fantastic. Okay. You didn't want me to help, Layla. Sorry, next time I won't help then. Yeah, less is nothing, without. Good job. Very, very, very good, guys. Exactly. Harmful, harmless. Less is obviously the opposite of full. Very good. Mohammed is saying the grasshopper is not going to have dinner. Absolutely. Too bad for the grasshopper. Should have treasured up food. Absolutely. Good job, guys. Well done. So now I want to talk a little bit about the moral of the story and what you understand from the moral. Now be careful, guys. Lolly, I see you're saying supperless is like super. You wrote super, not supper. That's why we have to double that P, okay? So let me read the moral of the story again. It is just what the ants say. If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter. What does that mean? What do you think? How do you interpret that? The verb for derision is to derish. No, I don't think there's a verb for derision in this case. I don't think so. Layla, you were answering. Okay, yes, your answer was wrong indeed. Okay. So, what do we think that moral of the story is? What does it mean? If you were foolish enough to... What was it again? I don't have it memorized. If you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter. Just a little thing while you answer, guys, as well. It's more common to say to sing in summer or all summer than all the summer. They've added that the, though, to kind of give rhythm, because you have all the summer in the winter, okay? But that's not the most common way of doing it. Okay, let's see. We have to treasure up and save for life, okay? Dancing from starving. Not sure what you mean by that, Halid. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Hugo. I don't think there's a verb for derision. I don't think so. You, what are you saying? Webster Protestant ethic propaganda? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about here. Being careless, we end up in famine and hunger. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, I like that, Hugo. Better safe than sorry. Sharif is saying no pain, no gain. Those are great little sentences, guys. Well done. And from pain, that when you're rolling on bed, from starving. Don't understand that, Halid. Can you rephrase that differently? Try it. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I think it means as well, because obviously there's probably more than one way to interpret that. I think it just means that it's important to prioritize in life. Yes, it's important to have fun, but it's also important to prepare and be ready for possible upcoming challenges and difficulties. Okay, you have to be ready. You cannot just do things for leisure all the time. You have to think ahead, think ahead, okay? So can you try and give me an example of a situation where we could apply that particular moral? I'll give you an example. For example, let's say you have an exam, and what happens is a lot of people don't prepare until the last minute, and then you're sorry because you have very little time to treasure up knowledge. Okay, so that would be one example. Okay, can you try and give me other examples, guys? All right, so here Lolly is saying, Yashar is saying, you have to dance with a hungry stomach. That's how the French fable adds. It's basically, well, you've danced all winter, all summer, well, dance now. Instead of singing, you have to think of a solution for this problem, take opportunities, having butterflies in my stomach. That has a different meaning, to have butterflies in your stomach. It doesn't mean you're hungry. Usually when you have butterflies in your stomach, it means that you're excited. An example would be you really like someone and you see them and you start getting all excited, so you have butterfly in your stomach. Your whole body is a little bit like, ooh, 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 ooh. It's dancing inside your body. That's what butterflies in your stomach are. A person is going to suffer if he's not prepared. Very good, Vlad. I understand it. Okay, you understand it differently. That's possible as well, Khalid. It's important to have money in the bank. Yeah, you have to save up a little bit. I posted the reason answers on Instagram. Okay, good. To the song. Yes, I saw that. I saw that earlier and I haven't commented. I will do. Don't worry. Okay, so English Vibe is saying time is valuable and spare time is always useful. Good. That reminds me of a video that I saw once that was really, really interesting. It was a professor in university, and he had a glass of jar, and he had 3 things to put in. So he had big stones, he had smaller stones, and then he had sand. And basically each of those represented something in life. So if I remember correctly, the big stones were the most important things in your life, like family and friends. And I think the next one was the smaller stones, and that was at work, I think. And then the last one, the sand, was it was just leisure. And depending on the order that you would fill the jar with those things, not everything would fill. It wouldn't fit inside. What you have to do is you have to put the most important things. That should be taking a lot more space. And then you sprinkle the fun on top of it and everything else. And then everything's going to fit in your life. I don't know if I've explained that very well, but if you can, look for the jar and priorities in life on YouTube, and you should be able to find that video. And I found it really insightful. It was really, really cool to look at. Okay. The same for money. Hugo saying the same for money. Best not to spend all your wage in case of an unexpected event in the future. Absolutely, very good. Good. No brotherhood, die of hunger. Also, yes, the grasshopper was alone. He wasn't joining in with other people. The ants, they work together as a colony, so they do help each other. But the grasshopper is alone, is isolated. So that could be another thing to learn from this fable. Absolutely, good. We say save the white pound for the black days. Okay, that's an expression. Okay. So Mohammed, you've watched this video. It's a good one. I agree. All right. Was it? Okay, it was golf ball and a small rocket and sand. Okay. But I thought this video was a really cool way of, looking at life and how you fill your life with, the most important things, the fun things, and, everything. Absolutely. Awesome. Good. Very good, guys. So we've pretty much reached the end of our lesson today, guys. No mercy, no brotherhood. Yeah, I think it depends a little bit. Yeah, I agree with you, Sheriff. You wouldn't just let someone die on the side of the road. But yeah, some people do take advantage of situations, but I think it's a bit sad to use a few and make it look like it's everybody. Everybody has different circumstances. For example, we were talking about saving money. Some people can't. It's more challenging. So I understand why, it's everybody's kind of duty and role to help each other, because we're all human. We're all one big family. Okay, so guys, we have reached the end of our lesson. Now, I was thinking about a fun live topic for next Thursday, because a lot of you guys message me and say, "Oh, Maureen, your English is so good. How did you do it? It's perfect. It's perfect." My English is far from perfect, guys. Even during this live, I've made a bunch of mistakes. But because I'm confident, you don't see it, you don't notice it. Even, my partner, who's English, my friends, they don't even notice it because I'm so confident. But I was thinking about doing a live where I go over little clips from previous video and show you some of those mistakes, and we could correct them together. What do you think? I think this could be fun. It'll be really embarrassing for me because, looking at yourself is a bit scary. But I thought this could be, a great way to show you that, everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes in my own native language. So of course I'm going to make mistakes in English. And it's the same for you. But it's about, owning to your mistake. Owning your mistakes. So I thought this could be a really fun topic to do. Just I'm going to download my videos and look for little mistakes that I say, and just, we can correct them together. I think it's a different way of having a look at mistakes, and I think that would also be good for you guys, maybe to boost your morale, to see that, even teachers make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Absolutely all of it. All of us. Okay, so I see a lot of you are liking this idea. Yeah, I just wanted to run it past you first to make sure you thought it was good. Okay, so Sergi, English Vibe is saying it's perfect. Sergi is saying it's a great idea. Lolly, good idea. Sharif is saying that I'm brave. Thank you. Yes, Sharif saying I could. Oh, so Yashar, you agree with EEU? Okay, good. Well, the world is made of a bunch of different people with different opinions, so that's important that we can all, we can agree to disagree. That's fine. So yeah, awesome, good idea, fun topic. So Khalid doesn't want to see the mistakes. Yes, exactly. You will correct my mistakes, so you become the teachers. Okay? Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I like this idea. I really like the idea. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, good. I'll try to do that for this Thursday, but I think it's going to take me a while to go through all of my videos and look for mistakes. So if I can, it will be for this Thursday. If not, for the following one. Okay, guys? Okay, so we're reaching the end of our lesson. Once again, guys, if you really like your lessons and you want to show me a little bit of love and affection, you can buy me a coffee at Coffee and become the sponsor of the week. If you're the sponsor of the week or one of the sponsors of the week, you'll get a big shout out and all of my love and appreciation sent towards you directly. So thank you again in advance, guys. If you are thinking about doing it, just know that you get my undying love, appreciation, and gratitude. Now, our next live, guys, I wrote the wrong date. Sorry, I need to change it. Our next live is not next Saturday. It is on Thursday. What is the date next Thursday? I don't know. We'll just write Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT +2, okay? So hopefully it will be the live on my mistakes, but if not, I'll make sure it's something fun and interesting as well, guys. And of course, educational. So let's see. Okay, so English Vibe is asking, when will you next upload a lesson? I didn't upload a Tuesday or Wednesday lesson this week. It's true, I've been quite busy. But hopefully it will be Tuesday. Hopefully. If not, next live on Thursday. And of course, every Saturday we also have the listening live. Yeah, Halid, I don't make mistakes. Ever. Absolutely not. I'm glad you like the lesson, guys. You can load subtitles and check the grammar to simplify the process. I could do that, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. We'll see. Thursday is the 13th. Thank you, English Vibes. Oh, that's true, Sheriff. I also do lives on Facebook on Tuesday at 5 p.m. For those of you who couldn't attend the little marathon, my little marathon, I'm reteaching each day of the marathon on Tuesday on Facebook at 5 p.m. GMT+2. And if I remember correctly, this Tuesday, it is going to be spelling mistakes in English. So that should be an interesting one. Fairly challenging, but interesting, I think. Okay? So yes, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Facebook Live, Thursday, 4 p.m. YouTube Live, and Saturday, 11 a.m. YouTube Live. And hopefully there should be a video as well on Tuesday throughout the day on YouTube. Now, just so you know, guys, I'm probably going to start making a few, not a lot, but a few French videos because more people have asked me about it. So I think I'm going to start making some, but it's going to be very, very basic French. So if you're interested in that, just let me know because I could obviously, take in some of your requests and cover that whenever I can. Okay? Alright, so Lila, remember I said everything I have is my little English page. So just look for that on Facebook and you'll find it. Okay? Alright. Yes, Yashar, there's also a Facebook Live on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. And on Instagram, I do lives, but they're not usually scheduled unless it is with another teacher. And, we're scheduling a live, a shared live. But usually the Instagram lives are more random when I just kind of feel like, let's do an Instagram live. Just because I don't like it as much on Instagram. The image is flipped, so I can't use my board. I can't really use anything interactive. So that's why I don't do lives on Instagram so much anymore. Okay? Well, Halid, what I'm teaching on Facebook at the moment is something that I have taught on YouTube. Just look for My Little Marathon. They have the blue thumbnails. That's what I'm reteaching at the moment. So you can always just watch it there on YouTube if you need. Okay? Okay, so some of you are saying, great with basic French, good ideas. Okay, good. Alright, awesome. So I will definitely do that then. Well, thank you so much, guys. I really needed to do this live with you guys and get a lot of energy. The 8th of June is always a bit of a difficult day for me. I've experienced some bad things when I was younger on that day, so now I'm full of energy and motivation. So thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope to see you very, 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 very soon again. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate your dedication and how awesome you all are. So thank you. Okay. Yes, I used to do the Fantastic Fridays with Nat. That's true. But maybe I could get her to join me on YouTube. Because again, guys, Instagram, I really don't think it's the best for lives. Because again, the image is completely flipped. So if I use a board, I have to write backwards and it's really challenging. So yeah. But maybe I can ask her to join me on YouTube one day. That could be fun, don't you think? Yeah, it could be fun. Alright guys, we've hit the 1 hour mark. It's time for me to go and have breakfast. It's a late breakfast, but it's still breakfast. So thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And of course, keep keep on learning. Bye bye everyone. Mwah. Take care. See you on Tuesday on Facebook.